What up, though? It's your main man, DJ Killer Kev, and you're now tapped into the Electric Elevation Podcast. Chill.
Welcome to Electric Elevation Podcast. Today I have my special guest, Ken Brass, in the building.
What up, though, y'all? What up, though?
So Ken is the founder of Sound Off Sundays, which is a great platform for artists to come out, showcase, show their talents and all that. So what year did you start it off in?
2014. Just celebrated 8 years this past November.
Oh, wow. 8 years. Okay. What made you... Did you used to be an artist?
I used to do some poetry back in the day. But
Okay.
as far as the event thing, I used to help run like open mic for a friend of mine.
Okay.
And then because of that, another friend of mine was managing a bar and was like, we want to start open mic. Can you come do it?
Okay.
And then I did it, but that didn't last too long because niggas is whole ass niggas. But I wanted to keep going, so then a friend of mine to take over space, the Baltimore Gallery. It was like kind of all this kind of happened all at the same time. He was starting the gallery situation fell apart at the bar I was at, and he was like, "Well, why don't you come be my flagship event while I'm going to this gallery?" So went over there, and we was there for the entire run in the Baltimore Gallery, which is like about 4 years. So
Yep.
just going with the community.
All right, awesome. So yeah, when I met you, you were at the Baltimore
Yeah.
Gallery with Phil, right?
Yep.
Smile. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so
Shout out to the small brand.
yeah, I actually, because I started my podcast about 4 years ago, like at the end of 2018, and when I used to come over there, I used to meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it was very interesting, very diverse group of artists. You never know who you would see: poets, rappers, singers, all of that. Okay, so when you had your first one, was it successful right away, or did it take time for you to build up?
I mean, it kicked off with a bang, but just like anybody in the event, has its has its ups and downs, But still remain consistent with it, so
Okay. Now, one thing I can say about Ken shows, they come on time. His stand up is at 8, and he pretty much have a full house at 8.
Got to.
You got to that. I mean, they come on time, and I've been to other showcases. I do showcases. Mine start a little later, but when I say your people come on time, I've been there at 8:30, and they already there. Your list closed and everything. So that's awesome. That you have the type of following that you have, and they pretty much dedicated. So do you have any artists that started off that are much bigger now? A couple of them. You watched their growth?
Shit, that's... I'm trying to think, because like I said, it's 8 years. So many people
Came through there?
came and went. Like, and you don't realize they were there until, like, after the fact.
Right.
Shit, I'm trying to think. Like, I know at one point in time, Sada Baby was there. Like, somebody brought that to my attention. And brought him there. I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But it was, like, before he had, like, grew his hair out and stuff. Like,
Okay. So he graced the stage prior to growing up.
Like,
That's what's up.
Some like Team Eastside that came, didn't know it. Didn't know at the time who they were, but you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's an open mic platform, so you never know. Like you said, we don't know who's coming until
Right.
Things pop up, so you just never know.
I met Jay Jackson at the Sound Off Sunday too.
Yeah, Jay Jackson, that's another one.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to 8 years trying to remember. Well, I mean, but I guess that's a good problem.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So, tell me what was the most challenging thing about keeping it going? Do you get any type of funding or?
No, it's me. It's a one-man show.
Wow.
I guess the toughest thing is just being consistent. Like, just understanding it when you go through the periods where it's not hitting as much. Understanding it's a temporary thing. You know what I'm saying? As long as you treat people right, do people right, word get around, it's going to go around. You got to realize you do something that's consistently every other Sunday. Mm-hmm. Some people may say, well, I'll just catch it in the next show. Because they know you're going to be there. So I guess, it comes to the territory, but that's like the hardest thing that I can say. Just
and then sticking to the rules. If the artists come later, they don't do what they're supposed to do, you can't perform.
Yeah, and that part of it, but that part of it don't mind me because at the end of the day, I'm very clear about posting what shit is, what the rules are. You can't say you didn't know. Mm-hmm. If you follow any of the pages, it's there multiple times throughout the week, videos, everything. So if you on outside of that, Whose fault is that? Mine or yours? You gotta do it like a kid.
So, how do you feel about artists who feel they don't have to do showcases or feel, oh, I don't think I should have to do that, or they did just a few, but they haven't blew up like that, and they still need fan base and followers, but they don't want to do anymore. Tell them the importance of still, doing showcases.
I mean, you got to get your stage presence together. Like, you got to understand, you got to be ready. Like, to me, that's literally the purpose of my open mic platform. Right. Like, I know I'm not the biggest platform, like, I'm known, but I'm not the biggest. There's big things going on. Like, you guys were just at the music hall. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to be ready for, like, those certain type of things. The open mics, that's what they're there for. For you to come try out things, work on your stage presence, see if you can get, like, a crowd reaction out of people with certain songs. That's what it's there for. And I think, like you said, kind of, like, the original part of the question, people that feel like they don't want to, if you...
It's like practicing your craft.
Yeah, like, I mean, your whole ass adult, if you feel you ain't got to, I'm not going to be the one to tell you, but however, not being comfortable in your craft or thinking you too good to practice your craft at certain places may fuck you over in the long run.
Right.
So, be humble. Mm-hmm. Cause that's just me. Like, the key to me is I'm humble. Like, my platform is, I always put my platform before me. Mm-hmm. Like, when I tend to meet new people, and I, tell them who I'm, and they be like, oh, you signed off Sunday, because I don't put myself in front of my platform. My platform is for artists. It's for y'all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, every other Sunday, I could be at home watching TV. Right. You know what I'm saying? But this is something for the community, it's for y'all.
Yeah, see, people don't realize that, and I am going to speak on, I mean, all showcases are not created equal. You do have some people who are here trying to get money and not out here for the artists, but you know who those people are. But when you have people that genuinely are, looking out for the artists, they name is good, their word is good, their work ethic is good. Those are the ones that you want to mess with, because all showcases are not equal. But that's something that you'll learn as you go around the underground scene. But yeah, go ahead and speak on it. Talk about it. Talk about the janky ones.
Man, it's just stop that shit. First off.
Yeah.
Cause my thing is, like, I understand the goal of any business is profit. I understand that. But for me, in this kind of thing, we're dealing with this is something people are putting their passions into, money, their time, their emotions into. When you're dealing with this kind of subject matter, if you come into it with the first mindset of profit, you're going to fail. And honestly, y'all know, if you see a lot of things that be here 1 month and gone the next month, is because they not focused on the right things. Like, you got to understand, you got to come into this game knowing it's going to be ups and downs.
For sure.
And, like, my personal mindset is, because, again, this is for artists, if I break even, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad, I'm not upset. If I paid my venue, paid my people, paid my DJ, and I'm walking away with just enough for a full, if that night, if that's what happens, that's what it is. Because, end of the day, I'm not doing this to put food on my table. I got a whole ass job. You know what I'm saying?
And then, yeah, I'm glad you spoke on that. And that's the other part of it. Sometimes people think, because you do showcases or events, that all of them are successful and that you always are making money. Like you said, you can take L's, and when you take a L, you still got to pay the DJ. Yeah. You still got to pay security. You still got to pay the venue. So, I mean, even though you might have 20 successful events, you might have had 7 that weren't. So you take the good with the bad, and people on the outside looking in, they don't take account for everything. They just think you're constantly making money. And that's the reason,
It ain't that.
Right. Not all the time.
I go to work Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. This is not this is not sustaining my lifestyle, my gym shoe habit, or my kids' gym shoe habit.
So what do you, have you ever seen an artist come perform at the Sound Off Sunday and knew right away they had, like, star-like quality?
Yeah, I tell people all the time. That's why I try to do the best I can to try to get people that are movers and shakers in the city to come through, because I see a lot. I'm not going to say a lot, but I see quite a few artists that, just from being around the game, long as I've been around the game, is people that I know if the right person come find them, it's on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I see quite a few. Like, I got an artist, BZ Brown. He's an amazing. I've literally watched him grow as an artist. I was the first person to ever give him, like,
a platform.
Okay. He's doing, like, successful events now at Throwdown at Corktown. Shout out to BZ Brown, Black Tove. Just for example, like, I see a lot of artists, and I'm excited.
Brown.
Yeah, like, I'm just excited for somebody to come find these people, because there's some stars out there. It's like, I know we, as a city, we see the same certain people, which is nothing wrong with that.
It's not, but it be a lot of dick riding going on in cliques and stuff. We can talk about that too.
That part.
It's a whole lot of talented people that don't get they just do because everybody is dick riding on the same people.
Yeah, and it's like
spread the
like look around. There's other people that are
certain shows. It'd be the same.
Yeah, it'd be the same
headline, the same like over and over and over again, and then you wonder why your show not doing the numbers that you wanted to do. Shit, you got the same goddamn people on there.
Yeah, and that's something why I pride with my event. Anybody that's been following my platform, is consistently always different artists that I pull up that come through, that support my platform, come through, show up, rock, show they got people, show they got the following, and I give them a lot of times I get a lot of artists I'm the first person that believed in them. Mm-hmm. Like, let you semi-headline a show or headline a show. You know what I'm saying? That's just because I'm proud to be able to do that for people.
Absolutely, and it actually it's a good feeling when artists walk up to me and be like, your show was my first time performing, or when you put me on your page, I got followers from it. Thanks for putting me on your platform. Or they reach out to me for advice. They'll say, hey, this is my new song. Before I drop it, tell me what you think of it.
Yeah, I get a lot of that.
So,
that's amazing.
I mean, that feels good that the artists have that much respect for you and wanting to know your opinion in that aspect as well.
Yeah, like it's great. Like you said, same thing. Like artists reach out, like, what you think about this, or they'll just they ask me about shows. Like people, they be like, some of these person reached out to me, and I'm like,
yeah, they be trying.
But like I said, they say
should
like,
I fuck with them? It's so many words.
Yeah, 40 words, and I'm like I said, I'm not like I'm just like I just be like I don't. Yeah.
Right.
But if they ask like people like him, like, yeah, Kim good, go fuck. No, she good. She gonna take care of you. She ain't about that bullshit. Culinary, shout out to Culinary and Colors
shout
DJs.
Out to Culinary, Street Certified Radio in the building.
You know what I'm saying? He fills in for sound off from time to time when I need a DJ. If my normal DJ is not available, him and Cool Breeze. Shout out to Cool Breeze. But I steer people to the right shows. I know people is, when somebody doing bullshit, I'm going to hear it. Because I don't know why people, maybe because I'm a dad, people be wanting to confide in me and shit, but.
Or because when you're in the underground, but when you're in the underground community, it's spread like, it's like the stories. Yeah. And you're going to know, like if somebody had a bad show or a fight broke out or somebody got mad at the promoter, you're going to know. You're going to see it in the Instagram story. Or people going to guess what happened at this show, or you
follow
the
trail, follow the breadcrumbs and figure it out. Or then, like I said, somebody became like, yeah, that was such and woo, 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 wop, wop, wop. I'm like, yeah, and I'd be like, I ain't surprised.
Right. That's how it go. That's how it go. So, have you ever had a time when an artist was angry at you that they couldn't perform?
Yeah, it happens. Not frequently, but at the same time, I point to my page like, hey, Did you see this? Did you see this? Let's go to my story. Did you see this, and this? Did you look at this? Did you look at this? Did you look at the post? Did you look at this? If you're following me, you've seen all of these things before you got here.
Right.
So other than that, and then at the end of the day, I'm 6 feet 300 pounds. You're not gonna beat my ass. So
and reading is fundamental. A lot of times they don't even look at everything they
But like I said, I got in words. I got my assistants made a video that I post frequently that breaks down rules, sign up, and all that stuff. Like you can get it in different ways. You learning. You don't read a lot. It's a video there. If you don't watch the video, it's words. It's about using your fucking eyes. If you don't use your fucking eyes, again, that's your problem, not mine. And I can now tell people like, well, next time, hey, we here every 2 weeks. You can try it again. I have limited things. I have limited slots. You can always do a weekend before. If you think you can't make the sign up or think you may be running late, it's options. If you don't take advantage of none of these options or pay attention to the rules, again, your fault, not mine.
Right.
Sit down and enjoy the show. Have a good night.
Now, one thing I do like that you incorporated in your show as well is the spotlight artist. So that's pretty nice. And then that's an artist that's pretty much been a veteran on the show, and
yeah, my featured artist. Anybody that I feature or spotlight is typically somebody that's kind of a veteran on the show or supporting the show one way. Either by comment or just hanging out or just tapping in. Just whatever. That's my biggest thing is with support. Like you support my platform and you good, you should get rewarded. You should be able to get. I should be looking to have you as part of headliner or semi-headliner one of my shows, I should. It's equity.
Right.
You spent your time with me. You found some time on a Sunday night to come get dressed, wash your ass, come hang out and enjoy my show. Why shouldn't I? You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got good talent, and I can tell from a show, people rocking with you and stuff like that, people dealing with your music and things like that. So it's like you should do that.
Okay, let's talk about artist etiquette. So, what is like some things that an artist could do that in your mind you're like, you know what, I'm not like, don't even want to mess with them. Like, what's 3 things that an artist can do that's really bad?
Having a social media page on private, that's just fucking dumb. We're going to
Right.
start there. If you're an artist and this is something you're really in real life trying to do, anybody should be able to go look at your page and and see what you got going on. Mm-hmm. Speaking of your page, number 2, I know in this day of age of algorithms, reels are a thing, and you want to do reels, and that's good, fine and dandy. However, you also should have good quality pictures of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
With a good Android, should have an iPhone. But if you're going to use the Android, a good one. Not the Obama phone. Not the one from the front of the liquor store that's free with the bridge card. A good one. Or hire a photographer. There's plenty of good photographers around. I think you take pictures, right, Kim?
I do everything.
Yeah, you can hire Kim. I know Jamar Moraine does good pictures. Shout out to Lunar House. B.A. Alexander Films. I know a lot of photographers. You can ask me. I can tell you. I can direct you to
I only do like recaps though for like my artists and certain people that I fuck with.
Yeah. Money, you gonna do it. Kim gonna do it. You got the right. You got the right budget.
I'm gonna shout out some photographers.
You got the budget.
Shout out to Tone Lou.
Yeah, Tone Lou. That's another one. Yeah.
And D Photography. I think that's a young lady that he works with as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to GMT. He does the photos
mics?
and stuff. Yeah, he do the one mics and stuff.
Yeah, those are fire. All of them been fire.
So it's a lot of people that we got connects with. If any artists are looking for videographers or photographers as well.
Yeah,
we do need to have some content. Another thing that's a pet peeve is when somebody say they do music and they got a whole bunch of pictures of no music.
Oh my!
Somebody say, "Oh, I do music and I want you to check me out," and you got to scroll fucking down.
Yeah, like it should be a good mix.
Pictures before you see a MP3, and it might be just one.
Yeah, you gotta like your page.
I'll be on to the next. If it's that hard for me to scroll on your page and see the music, then that let me know you're not serious about what you do.
Like stuff about like your bio should be clear and concise about your artist, where you from. Stuff like that. Like I said, your page should be a good mix of photos and reels and videos and stuff like that.
And presentation is everything. And also people mix their personal too much. It's not if you got a separate page. Yeah, people got pictures with their babies and Chuck E. Cheese and shit. Not trying to be mean or rude, but that's for your personal page. That's for your separate page. You got A&Rs that want to go on your page and look at music. They don't want to see you jumping in the bars or on a goddamn go-kart. They don't got much time on their hand. They want to see the music.
Yeah, like the people I personally know that's A&Rs with ties with like Rock Nation, Def Jam, stuff like that. This stuff, they tell me out of their own mouths.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like this stuff, they should be able to go to your page and see. And it should be, okay, I can see this, I can hit this, hear this song, see these pictures, make a decision quickly. Correct. Like, even personally, I got separate pages. My SoundOn page is its own separate page. I have my own personal Instagram. And I got, separate other pages from, like, other events I do, too. Like, you should have a separate page. Don't be afraid, because I know you starting your page thinking, I ain't got no followers. If you got fans, they're going to follow you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or even if you just create the other page and then just go to your page to the new page and just start hitting follow. Mm-hmm. And get people to transfer over that way.
Absolutely.
There's ways to get done. But like I said, if this is what you're serious about, this is what you want to do, there's steps to take. You got your presentation is everything.
Presentation is everything.
And given how the city is right now, you know what I know. This spring going into summer, this city's about to be on fucking fire. On fire. It's eyes and ears watching everywhere. Yeah, so everybody need to tighten it up, go over your page, clean it up. The felonious shit off your page. Yeah, if you got your time, just take the time, delete some pictures that's unnecessary. Just clean it up. Like I said, or if you feel like you gotta have that gangster shit, then create that separate page for. Y'all better stop posting them guns too. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, y'all just quit telling yourselves. These feds ain't fucking around. Right.
And they be the ones with the damn Instagram profile without a picture on that bitch or that Bitcoin person.
Right.
That's the damn feds right there. So
y'all,
clean that shit up.
And if you know what I know, you better. I'm telling y'all.
Mm-hmm. And another thing artists got to stop doing too is ranting.
Man, shut the fuck up sometimes.
Yes, all that crying and ranting. You got to think of, even if an investor was looking to maybe invest in an artist and they go on there and see you whining and you are arguing and getting into it with people, they're like, I ain't about to put my money.
If you feel you gotta,
like,
if you feel you gotta vent on the internet, then again, you need that separate page. You do that on your personal.
Right.
Argue with your baby mama and all the other shit. Tell that nigga, that whole ass nigga from around the block, you gonna whoop his ass. Do it over on the other page. And then come back on your music page and conduct business, because it's a business. Mm-hmm. Just like if you go to a bank, you got a personal account and you got a business account.
Right.
You got the OnlyFans coming out of that personal. You ain't gotta come out your business. You can't write that off. Mm-hmm. So you gotta look at it a different way. You gotta, artistry is a business for yourself.
Absolutely.
So you gotta treat it that way.
You gotta treat it that way. And then you gotta invest in yourself. You gotta take pride in yourself, because again, presentation is everything. We've said it about 10 times. We're gonna say it again. We're not saying that everybody got to be rich, but you gotta have some money to put aside to invest in yourself. Shit, I don't care if it's $100 a week. If you want to shoot a $500 video, you don't have $500 at one time. Save $100 a week till you get it. But you gotta, invest in yourself. You gotta put out quality. Don't say, hey, well, I only want to spend $150. I ain't gonna get this $500 video. I'm gonna spend $150, and it's okay to spend $150 if it's still gonna be great quality, and they giving you a deal. If you're spending that $150 and it's bullshit and the quality ain't good because you was being cheap, that's not it. You have to. It take money to make money. Just put it like that.
Yeah, and like I said, you can get things done on a budget.
You can get things done on a budget.
Just pay attention to who you hiring and look at what they put down.
The quality of it.
And see what they're putting down and see if it's something, and just think about, like, do I want my shit to look like this shit?
Right.
Or not?
Because when you're out there buying them 3.5s and that Remy and that Don Julio, that shit, that could have been some money going towards your video. So people, you just got to tighten up, get your priorities in order, because this your dream. Don't let nobody steal your dream, and time ain't waiting on nobody.
Thanks.
If it's something you really want to do, I also believe in writing in your journal, manifesting things, writing it down, setting a goal. Hey, this is my 90-day goal. This is my 6-month goal. This is my 1-year goal. And just working towards, getting to that. That's all. And, I used to do my drinks too at Sound Off Sunday.
Yeah,
it was quite a fun time.
Yeah.
And I never seen, no fight or nothing, bro. It's always good vibes.
Yeah,
Has it ever been a fight?
Hell no, because I don't play that shit.
Interesting. Yeah, I never seen people.
Because, I think it goes into how you present your event. Like, you don't... Mm-hmm. Like I said, because like you said, my event starts on time, I run on time, there's set standards with it, so you don't draw certain things.
For sure.
Like I said, the worst is when people get to the door and they get mad because they can't perform it, but it's like...
Right. Right, what?
I mean, in real life, no.
And you know what I want to say? Shout out and rest in peace to DJ Equad.
My brother, yeah.
He used to be the DJ when I first started off going over to Sound Off Sunday. That was very sad and so unexpected.
Yeah, and we found out during the show that he passed.
Yeah. And I had just seen him DJing like a week and a half prior.
Yeah. So
that was very unexpected. So rest in peace to him, and hopefully all is well with his family. And shout out to Chris. She always on the door at Sound Off Sunday with her good vibes. She's such a positive person with good vibes.
That's my right hand.
For sure.
That's my general.
Shout out to Premium Taste Catering, who had a grand opening today.
Yeah.
He got his own building. Is it on McNichols, right?
Yeah.
On 6 Mile. He was the one always doing the food at Sound Off Sunday. Is he still going to be there on Sunday?
Yeah.
And he's still going to be there on Sundays. He always he make the best zip sauce ever. I don't even really like lamb chops like that, but I ate his, and his zip sauce is really good. Everything he make is pretty much good. But congratulations to him. Y'all go out there and support him on McNichols. Like I said, it's a lot of people that come through the Sound Off Sunday. And then talk about the Tampapalooza.
Yeah, so I do a yearly event called Tampapalooza. It's a event to kind of raise awareness about getting feminine hygiene products and hair care products like girls' homes, shelters, things like that. Something that, like I said, yearly. Only year we didn't do one was 2021 because of Big Rona. So the next one is coming up is going to be March 18th at the D-Loft over in Hamtramck. Got another amazing lineup as per usual. All proceeds, money, product, all goes to various girls' home shelters around the city. It's like the one event of the year that I actually intentionally go on the red because whatever comes in, any money comes in owes me looking awkward as hell at Sam's Club or wherever got a good ass sale with a cart full of pads and shit, and they looking at me and I'm looking at them, and then we got to have a conversation. And they go, oh, that's so good, blah blah blah. But so again, Saturday, March 18th at the D-Loft. That's also women's. I think it's Women's History Month of March. Mm-hmm. So it's a good cause, always good vibes, fellas. If you're looking for some women, just free game. You might want to be around as well. You know what I'm saying?
It's an awesome event, and even if you can't attend, you can donate to them. Just DM them and ask the cash app, or if you want to send a donation. But it's very awesome.
Yeah, we have a separate event page. Tampon Palooza is on Instagram as well. So yeah, you can send a DM to there. Or like I said, any sound I was leading up to, you can ask questions there. My assistant Chris is at the door. She can answer any questions for you. If I'm not doing something, ask me. Or like I said, always a DM away.
Right.
Always.
Now, how many years has that been going? That's been going on since 2014 as well. The Tampon Palooza.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So I've been to a couple of them. Again, the event is awesome.
That's how I met you.
Matter of fact, yeah. I was doing the drinks at that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we met.
Yeah. It was a lot of people that came out too. Came through and donated. Like I said, it was a good cause, a great event. Yep. So that was awesome. And then what else? And our feature artist for this Sunday is Jay Judo.
She's my spotlighted artist. My featured artist is Saint Eve.
Okay.
I know probably y'all do a lot of y'all engineering and stuff like that. So he's an amazing engineer, but he's a hell of a musician.
Okay.
And like songwriter. And then like I say, Jay Judo, hot ass MC is our spotlighted artist as well. So again, pull up this Sunday, the 5th. Doors open mic sign up are at 8 p.m. Doors open mic time is at 8 p.m. First come, first serve. Mm-hmm. We start the show about like 8:45ish. Like I said, food by Premium Taste Catering.
Shout out to Boss Bar J, my bar sister.
Yep, Boss Bar J will be on the drinks as well. We got Queen Michelle. She'll be there doing some desserts as well too.
Okay, shout out to her.
Shout out to her. She got an amazing studio out in Warren on 12 Mile. Good people over there. Good vibes, man. Like I said, every other Sunday, good vibes. Close out our weekend on a good note. Get ready for the upcoming whole ass work week, and come out and have some fun. Over at Spread Art, Spread Art, which is 5141 Rosa Parks, is over right by the Wayne State Football Stadium, right off Warren. Put in GPS, you'll find it. We all got Google Maps or something on our phone. Ain't hard to find. Like I said, just pull up. Like it's $10 before 9, $20 after. So we ain't taxing or nothing like that. Like I said, it's always a good time, good vibes.
And especially for those new performers too, like if you got a friend or somebody in your family and they just started rapping or they just started doing poetry and they haven't performed yet, it's a great place to come warm up. Even if your season, it's a great place to just continue to do your practice. You might have some new material that you want to try out, even though you might be a dope artist. You might have had paid shows and been booked and all of that. You ain't too good to come out. You might have something new that you want to try on the audience. Come on out, see if the audience feeling it. Yeah,
we always got it's always a good mix. Like I done had bigger artists like Big Gov, Dale from Soul Pomona was just there like last show. Bianca Bad. Like I said, it's been.
I seen Rocky there too, not too long ago too.
Yeah, Rocky comes through every now and then. Rocky Bad, shout out to Crowd Freak and Rocky Bad. Though they pull up from time to time. Like I said, it's a good mix. Like you never know who you will be in a room with because I look up and look up Kim be there, like, hey.
Yeah. I was a special guest not too long ago.
About a month ago. You know what I'm saying? So you never know who's going to be around and paying attention. And then, like I said, you never know who's taking in and gaining the fan. Like, I know a lot of artists always tell me, like, when you post me, I look at me and I have like 20, 30 more followers the next morning. So,
all the time.
People pay attention, like I said. And I got partnerships with people out in LA now that's paying attention to the page. Shout out to my partners at We Are Smashers and You Are the Code. They got connections with a lot of like advertising, and they using my platform right now to kind of look for people to plug into like campaigns for like Lyft, hymns. They got connects with Rock Nation, stuff like that. partner with my man Gans. He does like a lot of movie scoring, so that's something that'll come out. Details will come out soon about that.
Okay.
So like I said, I'm just trying to be a bridge, you know what I'm saying, to help people get to those bigger stages, those bigger rooms, those places you should be into.
Right.
Stuff like that.
An announcement that I got, I'm going to do a full announcement for it, but I'm just doing a pre one now.
Oh, shit.
Electric Elevation Management has their own distribution through Vidya, Music Junkie, which is also used by Rock Nation. So, yes, Electric Elevation has its own distribution. It goes out to JPay, all the streaming platforms. You don't have to wait. If you got a song and I upload it, it's going up there instantly. So I'll have more details about how you can get on that and all of that coming up soon. So again, this was just a light information about it, but I'm going to have a full launch.
So in other words, tap in.
Tap in.
The good tap in, not the bad tap in.
The good tap in. So, this is my last card. We already talked about like artist etiquette and things of that nature. But how do you feel from 2014 up to now 2023? How do you feel that Detroit artists are portrayed?
I think it's getting better because, like I said, given the eyes that are on the city, like you gotta understand, like we got Babyface Ray doing a Tonight Show, you got G Mac Cash on Jimmy Fallon, like you gotta understand, Detroit artists are getting on white, red, middle America shows. Like I said, you can't just get on the Tonight Show,
right?
Especially as a rapper, and then from Detroit. Mm-hmm. And that's letting you know, like, the industry as a whole is seeing what Detroit is. Mm-hmm. And we are breaking a lot of negative stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got Sada Baby that did that song he did with Nicki Minaj just went platinum.
You know, shout out.
You know what I'm saying? You got Icewear Visa. Like, his Paint the City campaign was something fucking everywhere. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Neil and them.
Shout out to everybody in the city that's doing that thing.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's like, you got Workshop here. My sis Randy Rosario was the director of operations.
Shout out to Randy.
You got Workshop that's got some things that I'm not allowed to say out loud happening. That's coming like very, very soon for the city, and that's stuff that's here. Tangible things you can do, you can get to, and that's people around the city that you can get to or that can have access to, and that's just more reason that artists, y'all need to be on y'all shit.
Be on y'all shit.
Like I said,
clean your pages up, stop ranting, and focus on your music.
Or make them separate artist pages. Like, do something. Like, cause this is rooms I be in and just conversations I'm becoming to be a part of. It's just trust me. You may not know me from a can of paint, but just trust me.
People don't realize when they say first impressions are everything. Man. Somebody could really like you and heard good things about you, and they might go on your page and see something that turned them off. They might have wanted to deal with you and everything. They might go on your page and see Dracos and gang stuff, and they be like, "You know what? I'm not going to invest. They got too much going on. They got this. It's a liability." So just get it together. You know, you don't know who watching you. You don't know what's what. If you a hot artist, just be on your P's and Q's. Stay focused and keep it together.
And be professional when you in public places, because like you never know. Like people that do things, they ask people like us that do shows, and they might just randomly like, "Hey, have you heard of such and such?" And you like, "Yeah or nay," and they may ask you about it. And then me being an honest person, and I can't, especially if it's a face-to-face conversation, I don't have my face emotions well. So if I had an interaction with you on some bullshit, I'm gonna be like, and they gonna know, they be like, all right, never mind then. I've had that happen. Like, I'm not gonna say the artist's name, but I know some people I know, like out in Philly, the what's that? The Roots thing. The Roots thing
that show that they do. I know what you're talking, but I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, but one of my dogs in Philly, he had saw an artist on my page, and he was like, he had been saying like he's part of producing that show, and he saw an artist on my page, and he ended up asking me. He's like, "Well, I like Dog's flow, this, that, and third. Woo, woo, woo. What's up with Dog?" The week before, a person being mad because they couldn't perform, he called himself like trying to go off on his Instagram story about
they be trying to go live because they be
talking shit in his Instagram story, and I got wind of it, and then he just literally like 2-3 days later he hits me up and was like, "Hey, Dog, I seen he came back through and I really like him. I think I want to have him one of the people that kind of kick off the show." And I was like,
that's what I'm saying. Y'all better stop burning on bridges. Stop running y'all mouth. Stop venting. You don't know who. Y'all don't know who be in the rooms with who. Y'all be going to studio sessions, running y'all mouths, talking shit about other artists, talking shit about producers. Y'all don't know who linked in with who, what's getting back to who. So that's what I'm saying. And they don't know, and I'm just going to say, the power of the blackball, and it might not even be an intentional blackball, but like you said, if I had a bad interaction with you when you was cutting up and all of that, somebody asking me about you, it's not hating. If I tell somebody, well, you know, dog, they got a temper problem, that's not hating. So people just need to be careful about how they move and how they act when you're trying to get somewhere. Just have the etiquette.
Because us that do events, like we end up interacting with a lot of people, and then me personally, I know a lot of people in different states because not even because of this artist thing, because I'm a wrestling fan. And I interact with people that intersect that fan base of people, and they know I do events here in the city, and people from different places ask me about when they coming in town or do I know anybody. Like I interact with a lot of motherfuckers in different aspects from different reasons in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you just never know. Like, and there's no reason to be on some whole shit, especially when you know you in the wrong.
Right, and it's just about being professional. If you know somebody a high head and they don't know how to act, and somebody asks me, do I recommend them? No. So, at the end of the day, like I said, you don't know who. People be trying to underestimate people because they be dick riding and thinking some other people so much bigger than who you are, and not knowing you can shut shit down and you can make shit happen. Yeah, so people just need to... like, because I've had people like, well, you just run off my platform. Okay. Yeah, okay. You don't know who's in my contact list. Make you where you can't move in the city.
Like, you don't know who's in my contact list. You don't know. And it's not even to say like it's a flex thing. It's just because I'm not that kind of person, but... At the same time, if somebody asks me opinion, because I've become like a respected opinion or voice in the city, I'm gonna tell the truth. Like, no, dog, I've had some interactions with dog, and dog was on some old shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he can be, I told you, like, he can be a talented artist, but as a person, he an old ass nigga, or he on some bullshit, and I'm gonna tell it.
Right.
And I don't hate it when I do that, because I don't want to. But if you come at me in a certain way, and especially something that's stupid, which 9 times out of 10 it is, then.
Like, all that going live after a show because you couldn't... Or something that you... the promoter didn't have no control over. Like, just stop. Even if you got to contact that person one-on-one, y'all can talk about it. If you
that's my thing. Like,
most of the time, they're going to make it up to you. That happened to me one time when somebody got mad that they couldn't perform and they cut up and they went on live. I even offered them to headline the next show and all of that. Was going to give them their money. They cut up and went on live. Now they be trying to... Yeah, because some people like... come on no show that I do.
Yeah, like some people, like, never. You tell me, like, well, I can't get here because I caught a flat or whatever. And I'm like, well, we'll work it out the next show. Like, but if you come to me right,
right, but if you come to me wrong, and
you come to me on that rah-rah shit or on some egotistical demand type shit, like, my name is Brasshole for a reason. You can get that other side of me real quick, fast, and in a hurry. I don't like to be that way, but you know what I'm saying? But... just, you know what I'm saying, just talk with people like you got sense. Like, act like a fucking, like I tell you, act like an adult. Act like an adult and shit can happen. Like, I tell you all the time, like, I'm approachable. I know I'm a larger man, but I'm very easy to talk to.
And then one last thing, it's a time and a place for everything. So even though you might be a girl that like to turn up, you might like to twerk, but when there's certain things going on, that's not the time for that. Be professional. You ain't got to be bending over. You ain't got to do that. Just know the time when it's party time. When it's time to be professional. When it's time to talk professional. When it's time not to cuss. Just know how to differentiate things. We as adults should know how to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, it's be an adult.
Just be an adult.
Be a whole ass adult. I'm sure your mama's and your daddy's, nanas, somebody raise you with some kind of sense. Just act like you got it. Like, I understand. Like you said, at times you want to turn up, throw some ass in the circle. I'm here to watch you throw ass in the circle. I'm here. I will support the ass circle and throwing. However, in certain scenarios, you keep ass in the circle.
Correct.
You know?
Correct.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Or you may not perform that song that you talking about. You didn't shot the nigga on Dexter at Legends at the Coney Island. It's not time for that song. Maybe it's just read the room.
Right.
Just learn to read rooms and know when they have certain songs in your repertoire that you should play in certain settings.
Absolutely.
And also get clean music.
Yeah, you got to have both because somebody at any time can call you and say, "Hey,
because you want to get on the radio,
the high plays or anything. You got to have clean music for that."
I mean, we know radio at this point is very But the people that can get you on like sale at 107.5 stuff like
on
that,
they play. Shout out to sale.
Yeah, like you can't. They gotta have clean music of yours to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, like I said again, this goes back to your presentation. You should have clean music, dirty tracks. You should have a mix of good songs. You should have show mixes available, stuff like that, where you can maybe put together some hits you got, some good choruses, and get those ready to go out. You know what I'm saying? Like this EPKs, stuff like that. You gotta be.
And then y'all start getting y'all stuff mixed and mastered as well. So when you present
Jesus H. Christ, yes.
Present them show sets that's not mixed and mastered. Like I said, I'm not here.
I'm
not even to bash nobody or none of that. But you are a representation of yourself, and you are your product that you're trying to sell or get people to see about you. So don't come with nothing sounding all bad, because you can have a good song, but if the level's high and sounding bad, it's not going to sound
people
right.
that do your mixing and mastering, like research people and tracks they've done, like sign out to Saint Eve. That's my feature on Sunday. He's an amazing mix and master. Like he's good. He doesn't overcharge. That's a good person to get into. You can get with the Coalition DJs. I know Mark G, his studio, they're good and stuff like that.
Shout out to DJ Killer Kev at the Compound. He's a great audio engineer as well.
Killer Kev. Like I said, again, ask people like us. We can tell you who to go to. And like I said, a lot of these people, you may think they may be charging out the ass. They really not. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, you got to pay high quality. Like say if you go to Mix Factory and deal with Ivy Duncan, you gonna pay a little bit more. But again, it's the Mix Factory and it's who you're dealing with.
Right.
But there's good people that may not be as much, and they can still get your shit sounding just as good. You know what I'm saying? Or, rivaling, you know what I'm saying? You got a good product. And again, it goes back to presentation.
Mm-hmm.
Presentation.
So one more thing I want to talk about, too, before I forget, is South by Southwest. One of the biggest music festivals. Yes, it is coming up. March 16th. We actually have a stage down there. Shout out to my promoter team, Street Certified Radio, DJ Culinary, Ouija the Hustler.
Shout out to Ouija.
DJ Killer Kev, Juicy Nicole. So we got some slots going on for Soho. Everybody anybody is down there. I went down there last year before last. I'm gonna start running back some of my footage from down there, but everybody was down there.
You can make some. You can definitely make some amazing connections down there. You
can get a deal from being down there.
Yeah, it's happening.
Everybody, it's happening. It's happening. So that's we got. Just DM me for more information. Again, that's going to be March 16th through the 20th in Austin, Texas. If you need more information about that, yep.
Yeah, type in, like I said, that's to get artists. That's another good thing. Like I said, if you got the money, like I said, it's a little pricey going down there at that time of year, but you got the cheese to get you a little hotel room and bounce around these shows and having your stuff together, having music on.
They got the money to buy them 3.5s and them Don Julios and them 1942s.
Like go to Micro Center,
save your money.
Like go to Micro Center, get a bunch of little flash drives, get you some of your good tracks on there, mix and master it. With the different versions of it, your clean versions, dirty versions, and you go in there and get that shit guerrilla style. Pass that shit out.
For sure. Now, I've seen some of the best. Last year, it was some artists. They had the backpack signs, the big posters that were on the backpack. They had LED signs. It was refreshing to see people really, really believe in themselves and their artistry that much. They had stickers. They had...
Go down there and stand out.
Them artists weren't playing. They had their crews. Every 20 people having on a shirt with the artist's name on it, walking deep. They was doing one mics in the middle of the street. They was performing. Bigger Rankin was down there. Shout out to DJ Alamo. Vezo was down there last year. Everybody was down there.
Everybody in the city was down there.
Everybody in the city, it'd be big artists come through there too.
Atlanta, LA, like these big labels. They said
the labels come down there. The A&Rs are down there.
Yeah, that's a good thing. They go down there with a plan.
It's a good time to go down there. Have your promo together.
Because street promotion is not I know everybody focus on
Instagram. Oh yeah, street promotion is still where it's at too.
Yeah, but
you gotta do both.
But getting in people's faces and getting on shows or letting somebody hear you, or even just an introduction, or have something that catch somebody's eye or something. Like I know my guy Mike Phelps. Shout out to Mike Phelps. He He shot a whole music video in the middle of traffic in South by Southwest. That went viral.
See?
And he was just freestyling. He was in traffic. He got out of a car, and they just filmed it. He was just walking through traffic, freestyling, walking different cars. It was like a fucking freestyle, and it was like, but it went viral.
It's quite an experience. Like I said, it's been people down there who've got deals from being down there. It's quite an experience. Quite an experience. But again, so yeah, that's another thing, artists. Get some posters. There's nothing wrong with me. I know y'all got Instagram and y'all do the digital. But get some posters.
Stickers.
Get some cards, the stickers. I know people got QR codes and all of that too, but it's still nothing wrong with having physical business cards.
And also, QR codes you can get, again, if you come to
the popping things, yep.
My assistant Chris, she does all that stuff. She can get you buttons, stickers, with your QR codes and everything on it. That's resources. Like I said, use your resources. Like, I like when I go to like fucking Taco Bell and I see somebody, artists, like I know when I see their sticker on the fucking drive-thru thing. I like when I see it. I'm like, see, motherfucker was here. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
And they don't cost that much.
Yeah, you never know what somebody trying to order their damn chalupa when they see your shit. You never know what that can lead you.
And I do EPKs too, so if you need an EPK done, hit me up. I do those as well.
I'm gonna tell y'all, like, this is Kim
trademarks.
Like I said, people that know me know I don't vouch for a lot of people.
LLCs.
I don't vouch for a lot of people shit, but Kim is somebody that I vouch for. This is somebody I know that's solid. As long as you about your business, she gonna take care of you. She can do whatever she within her power.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? As long as you're solid and do what you're supposed to do, she do what she's supposed to do. She's not somebody that's gonna take your money and run or fuck you over, give you some bad quality. This is somebody I trust.
For sure, because at the end of the day, even I want to see people succeed.
That's what I want.
At the end of the day, even though sometimes I might talk my little junk, I just be trying to push people to be the best they can be. But at the end of the day, I want everybody to succeed.
Yeah, I think sometimes as people that do like behind the scenes stuff, mostly if we see you great and we see you doing dumb shit, it gets frustrating.
Very frustrating. We be like, man, they talented as hell.
Like we want better.
They know they got it.
We want better for you.
That's it. You summed it up in a nutshell.
Like, we want better for you, and we want you to see what we see, because we believe in you.
And I hate to see stuff like Pooh Shiesty. Soon as his song hot, then he go to jail. Soon as the artists blow up, they get the money, they go to jail, or they do this, or they get in trouble. Like, why?
Yeah, you look up their hashtag or something, like, damn, I just saw dog. You know what I'm saying?
Soon as you get going, as soon as everything you worked hard to achieve, you at that point, then you go do some dumb shit and you get in trouble. Like, people, you just gotta just stay focused, level headed, watch the company that you keep all the time.
That part, because y'all know these streets this money gone. This money in these streets is gone, so you gotta really watch your company you keep. Like, it just. You
gotta watch it, because you'll have a motherfucker riding with you, rolling with you every day, and they jealous and don't want you to succeed, and you'll never know it.
Yeah, like I said,
that's crazy.
It shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't be like that.
But like I said, y'all just gotta be on top of y'all game.
And you gotta watch them red flags when you be telling your friend or somebody who you roll with some of your accomplishments or achievements, and they be like, oh, for real, or they'll say, oh, that's good, or I'm glad to hear that. Oh, and looking stupid and shit, they not happy for you. That's a sign of hate. You have to it be little red flags that people give off that we tend to miss, but you just gotta pay attention. It's very important to keep good energy around you and to be around the right people when you're on your way to success.
Yeah, cause I get it from people, for whatever reason, get mad at me from time to time because my event be successful, and I'll be like, and they're his own, and they be you bumping someone, they're like, oh yeah, and he acts like how the show goes, like, yeah, it was good, okay, just stand there like, oh okay, or when niggas side, don't want to say shit, but that's their problem. Like, do shit the right way, the right shit will happen. You move the right way, right things will happen. You be positive will happen.
And then this is somebody whose event has been going on since 2014. That's almost 10 years. So he knows what the fuck he's talking about. And like I said, his show, The Artist on Time, it started at 8. If I get there at 8:30, it's already a full house. So they respect him. They respect his platform. They come on time. And they come with that fire.
Yeah, it's always consistent. Like I said, it's always consistently good artists. Artists you probably ain't heard somewhere else, or you may seen them now and again. But it's a good place to come hear something hear not the everyday people you hear all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's a good spot. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm here for the artists that's up and coming to have a place to come hang out, network, maybe get those jitters off of being scared to perform, stuff like that. That's what it's here for. It's for you. It's here for y'all. Like I said, this is my responsibility in doing sound off every other Sunday is to y'all. It's a responsibility at this point to make sure that y'all have a place that you know you can go. You're not gonna get a little dog. I treat everybody the same.
For sure.
I tell a motherfucker with a blue check mark they can't perform in a fucking heartbeat. I've done it. Mm-hmm. And they looked at me like they're crazy. Like, what? I'm blah, 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 blah. I understand, but my list is full. These artists are here before you.
Absolutely.
So sorry for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care. Because my thing is, like, you took the time out of your day to be on time and get a slot. Watching somebody because they got X amount of followers or a blue check mark come in and get in front of you. That's not right nor fair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's my biggest thing. I'm all about respecting people's time and their artistry and being fair.
Right. And then let me just say this too for some of the artists that don't have as many followers as others. Some people followers are a facade. Some people buy followers. I mean, some people have real followers. Don't get me wrong, but it's some people who you might think, oh, they got this and that. They done bought that shit. So no, just do you.
Because I don't have people that this game learn over years. Like I've made mistakes from time to time thinking like, oh, this person got a lot of followers, I should book them and it'd be okay. And I look up, the only people that's there is my crowd. Ain't not one nigga came to see said person. Mm-hmm. Like, so that follower shit, and I'd have had people that got like 300 followers, then fuck around, I had half my room there to support them.
Right.
So followers is not always a key indicator. You got to pay attention to how people are and how they move. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't let that follower shit get in your head. You think like, oh, I only got like 3,000 followers. That don't mean shit. Because if you got 3,000 followers, if 1,000 of them really, really fuck with you,
and then stuff is word of mouth too.
Yeah, like you got
they gonna tell their friend about you. They was dope, and they gonna tell their friend about you.
Like word of mouth is the key. Like that's the key to my success of my platform. Honestly, is word of mouth. Because my Sound Off Sundays Instagram page is only 3 years old, and I've been doing it since 2014. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't, that part of it hasn't been on social media that long. But, you know what I'm saying? But the success of that before that was word of mouth because I tend to make sure when they come, people that are having a good show, I got a show that runs on time and runs efficiently, and we're not out of there, and we're out of there at a decent time because it's a Sunday night.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing, too. It end at, 11 still?
Yeah, like, we done like 11:30.
I used to go make my money, sell my drinks, and still be able to do something else. Because you start at 8, end at 11.
Yeah, because I got to be working Monday morning, so I'm trying to go to bed.
We had a good time because, like I said, everything is on time and ain't running late. None of that. It's 8 to 11.
Yeah, so like I said, respect time and make sure people having a good time and engaged and it's good talent. The rest will take care of itself, and that's how. I think that's the
shout out to DeJuan Graves on there. That's DeJuan Graves is my videographer who I use. I'm very particular, and he's one of the only ones who can do things to my liking the way that I like it. Shout out to DeJuan Graves. Y'all go mess with DeJuan Graves. He do great recaps. He do great videos.
Again, like I said, ask us when you have questions about certain things about should I deal with a show or deal with this producer or this mix master or who does good photography. Ask us. We'll tell you.
Yeah.
I've been doing this shit. I mean, like I said, I've been doing shows since 2014, but I've been around the game even before then. I was underage as hell back in the day in the hip hop shop. Shouldn't have had my ass in there, but my cousins took me. So I've been around this artist game in this city for a long ass time overall. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can move the way I move and I have the following I have because I know people in different generations of our city's journey.
Absolutely.
I know people. Like I said, I can go back to the days of with Super MC, Proof, rest in peace, Proof. Mm-hmm. Watching Eminem actually battle rap and destroy motherfuckers with my own two eyes.
Now, how about
you know what I'm saying? Like I've
been around since when they first started, like having the rappers and the strip clubs and all of that.
Yeah.
I knew Blade them and Fat Mike them, Jesse James, shout out to Cheddar Boy Malik, all of them.
Yeah, Jesse
so
James,
I've known all of them from. So what I'm saying is like I didn't seen it evolve, and I know everybody.
Yeah, that's the
been there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I done seen it.
Yeah, because Jesse James, like his family is something like came to some of my family. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I didn't realize that shit till like way down the line. And I was like, my cousin, this story I'm rambling at this point, but cousin like, yeah, I was playing the song going on in my cousin's house. And then, and my cousin like, that's such and such. And I'm like, what you mean? And then they clicked. I was like, I was talking to Jesse James on this goddamn line. And they know what the fuck I was talking to. You know what I'm saying? But that's how long I've been around this shit. So you never know who know. Like you said, going back, you never know who. And
shout out to DJ Henhouse.
That's my guy, Henhouse.
DJ Henhouse was one of the first ones to put rap shows in the titty bars and the strip clubs. Shout out to Ben Goldwyn, Big Ben. These is back in the All-Star days, back from All-Stars on 8 Mile. way, way back in the day.
007.
007 days. What?
You're telling our age a little bit.
A little bit, but it's okay.
But like I said, that's...
Shout out to Lish, too. What up, though, with Lish and YB?
Yeah. But like I said, that's how I know so much things. I've been around different phases of the city's artistry. You know what I'm saying? And it's just... That's how I kind of know who I know and connections that I have. And people be like surprised when certain people be at my events. Like, well, how's such a chick? Because I know them.
Right. Shout out to the D spot in the building. What up, though, Wood? You all right?
You know what I'm saying? So, this be, like I said, my biggest thing you watching this take away from it. Be on your shit. Be professional to people. Don't be on bullshit. Pull up to a show. Like I said, we consistently just about every other Sunday. Sometimes it varies depending on the venue situation or from going out of town or whatever. But most of the time, it's every other Sunday. Follow Sound Off. Follow the page. Sound Off Sundays open mic on Instagram. Facebook page Sound Off Sundays. You want to follow my crazy ass Brasshole 81. But like I said, just come check out the show. Support Kim's shows. Her Culinary Street Certified Radio. They got the paid artist showcases. They actually are paying people. They're paying people.
Oh, the music hall.
I'm going to say it again. They're paying people. It's not a facade. People got paid. Support them. Support Culinary, Ouija. These are good people to do shows with. You get them. They invite you to do something or you want to tap in. It's a trusted source over here. And like I said, I'm watching for a lot of people because I know everybody want to do a show, and you ask me, and I'll be like, it ain't that with this. I'm here with her doing this interview because people ask me interviews, and I'll be like, nah. I'm here with her. Because this is somebody that's a trusted source in the city.
Appreciate it. Okay, so Artist Shop, he gave out his social medias. Again, go check out a Sound Off Sunday to perform or just to support other local artists that are in the city. Any final thoughts or takeaways before we go?
Support each other, support artists. Like I tell people, this is something I say at every Sound Off Sundays. If you hear somebody you like, don't be afraid to walk up to somebody. Get an Instagram name, find out what hood they stay in. Hell, I might have the same favorite crackhead to cut y'all grass. Don't be afraid to talk to each other. Y'all artists, I know Detroit, we naturally stand off as a city. That's just us as Detroiters. That's how we carry it. But in this artist thing, y'all got to not be afraid to talk to each other. You never know who maybe got something lined up with X, Y, and Z. You never know who you one step away from as far as a connection. So just be more mindful to open up and talking to people.
For sure.
Believe in yourself. Don't get caught up in, like I said, the follower game. Because it ain't that in most cases.
Just keep being consistent in what you're doing. And shout out also on the live to Drunken Master, one of the pioneers of the city. What up, though, Drunk?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Oh, gee.
He's one of the ones who've been putting it down, too. He put a lot of people on in the city. Shout out Drunk in a building. 50 niggas deep. What?
Coalition DJs.
Shout out to Mark G. Shout out to everybody. So again, thank y'all for tuning in. We had a good time. Y'all go follow my YouTube. Go subscribe to my YouTube page.
Click the button.
Electric Elevation Podcast. And again, that was it. And don't forget about the Tampa Palooza. That's March 18th.
Yeah, Saturday, March 18th. Tampa Palooza. Again, you can follow the page. If you can't come, then
you can donate.
Like I said, if you want to, prefer for you to come and donate and enjoy the show because it gets always a good vibe. Amazing event. Yeah, Bella Sweets. Actually, look at my phone today. Who's performing? Okay. Well, instead of trying to fucking guess.
That's good. Yeah. That's cool. That's
cool. What you got a whole social media page for. Just go to it and look at the damn flyer. So 1 second. Come on, Dave. All right, so we got a dope poet, Afi, amazing poet. Got Becca Baby, an amazing R&B singer. Bella Sweets, amazing poet and rapper. Brittany B. Hayden, been featured on Channel 4 for the fireworks show. I think she won that competition. Amazing singer. Kier, another amazing MC. Carla Black, another amazing singer. Faya, another amazing kind of like reggaeton kind of vibe.
Okay.
Shout out to K-Bay. She's gonna be hosting and performing at Be Free Body Entertainment. Okay. Shout out to Open Mic on Mondays as well. Over to Squeeze Station. This is the first year I actually had some male performers on the bill.
Okay.
So I got 2 guys that are very community oriented and good artists. I got Hakeem the People's Poet performing. Got Jamar Moraine performing. Then I got Lucy Cavalli, amazing creative director, artist, creative mind. She just dope, like fucking amazing. One Single Rose, an amazing poet, singer.
Shout out to One Single Rose.
Another person that's taking this artistry and go international. Like she's somebody that's actually got her
She's
poetry.
awesome.
She's got her poetry on like an energy drink over in one of those countries like in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that she's
been in Amsterdam too performing.
Yeah, like and she gets royalties off of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. You never know where your artistry can go. Me on your shit. We got P Dot, another amazing verbal spitter. We got comedian Toy Too Tall. And then we got my girl V Marie as well at the bar. So again, Saturday, March 18th at the D Loft in Hamtramck. Doors are like at 7. We start about 7:30 for that. Again, follow Tampon Palooza. You can see all that, the details about the event, why the event happened, the cause of the event, all that good stuff. You can see it there as well. And then, like I said, Sound Off Sundays. We got one coming up this coming Sunday on the 5th. Pull up, 8 o'clock, all that good shit. And yeah.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.